Ladies, gentlemen, and all those in between and beyond, greetings and welcome to the World's Elsewhere's 2021 Summer Cabaret. I'm Jake Brode.
And I'm Alex Vernon. Like many of you, we have spent the past year indoors, huddled close to our phones and computer screens. And now that lockdown measures are finally starting to open up, we humbly ask that you, once again, huddle close to your screens for the next 2 hours, minus an intermission.
But this will at least be an empowering huddling close to your screens as we celebrate the renewal and rejuvenation that comes with the summer season.
We have a host of talented performers this evening, bringing you songs, skits, monologues, and more, all in the spirit of building a new world in the wake of the heartache we have endured this past year and a half.
So please, if you have a phone or any other electronic devices, please don't turn them off. I'm pretty sure you can't watch this without an electronic device. Instead, you can use them to help support our wonderful performers.
We have a PayPal link directly below, or if you'd rather not navigate away from our show for even the briefest of seconds, there is also a QR code for you to donate through Venmo.
The suggested donation is $15, but feel free to donate whatever you feel comfortable with. Even if it's just sharing the link, that's still deeply appreciated. And if it's a donation over $15, that's also deeply appreciated. Of course, that's deeply appreciated. More money is... We are not going to say no to more money. It's kind of how all this stuff keeps happening.
What Jake means is that 80% of any extra funds will be distributed directly to our performers, and the remaining 20% will be going towards future World's Elsewhere productions. So think of this as a little tip for the talent and a way to pay things forward down the line.
Thanks, Alex. Our first performer is here with a piece meant to inspire anyone being weighed down by heavy baggage to just let it go. And no, don't worry, we're not talking about Elsa here. With song lyrics by Erykah Badu combined with her own original poem, here is One Single Rose with Bag Lady.
Bag lady, you gon' hurt your back, dragging all them bags like that. I guess nobody's ever told you all you must hold on to is you, is you, is you. One day, all them bags gon' get in your way. One day, all them bags, they gon' get in your way. So, pack light. Yeah, 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 yeah. The weight of the world resides inside these bags. Pain, discrimination, racial profiling, heartache, and low self-esteem. The stitching is coming apart because it's stuffed full of our issues. Jealousy, insecurity, fear, disgust, hate. I've been taking on your weight far too long, but now I'm tired. The skeletons in these closets are itching to come outside. We've got to lay these bones to rest in peace, so I bought these bags, but now I'm gonna let them all go. We're gonna purge together, 'cause we weren't built to break. yet we bend while weathering our storms. We may get lost in the dark. However, there's light at the end of every tunnel. The sun shines each day, but we don't always see it sleeping behind the clouds until it reveals itself after we receive our lessons as students of Life University. Treat every fresh 24 you're blessed with as new opportunities to learn. Raindrops keep falling on our heads. Bear in mind that we were born with the ability to float with our heads above water. We might have to go through to get through. Winds might whip us away from our comfort zones before we prepare to be moved. We'll soar on the winds of change, landing exactly where we should be, right on time. Lightning might spark a good flame or two, or maybe the sparks won't fly at all while we waste time as burn victims scorched by a bad match. Time is the one thing we spend we can't ever get back. Our hearts turn cold, frozen stiff with deception, chilled with self-doubt, icy from the sting of love lost. We fall numb, immobilized with anger or bitterness, which ultimately shortens our lives. Thawing souls survive warmed after realizing the key to survival is living life to the fullest while spreading love without abandon. Bad weather can be too heavy for us to bear. Know that our days won't always be filled with sunshine, rainbows, and lucky charms. If may never be that fifth. If it were, we'd all be tipsy right now. Laugh when you want to cry. Dance like no one's watching. Let go of the past, then live. The future depends on you and I thriving today. I bought these bags to tell y'all if we know better, we could all do better. But I'm tired, y'all. You should be too. Lay your burdens down. Stop carrying around all this mess. Fill your bags with faith, hope, peace, happiness, joy, understanding, love, love, love. Go on ahead and get you some, because I did. Now my bags are more manageable to carry around. Bag lady, let it go, let it go, let it go. Bag lady, let it go, let it go, let it go.
It's been a long time since many of us have seen the theater, and it might be good to check up on it. Our next performer wishes to present an open letter to theater, which contemplates our relationship with theater as humanity continues to evolve. Please welcome to the stage, Henry Kathman.
An Open Letter to Theater by Henry Kathman. Dear Theaters. Wow, it's been a long time, huh? That's a phrase with a bit of a double meaning. Obviously, it's been a long time since you've had people coming into your venues, but it's been a long time since you first emerged into this world. No one around today definitively knows when you first emerged in the form of either religious rituals or as Greek ceremony. Though for all of that time, you have been one of the most pervasive forms of art that humans have used to create meaning and community within our fundamentally chaotic universe. Much about us has changed during our time together. Our conflicts have evolved, the future always remains uncertain, and our capacity for creativity, love, and expression remains the same, which we might have you to thank for that. Perhaps there is something about sharing that same physical space as an artist producing their work that creates a certain connection that cannot be so easily felt in other forms of art. As put by your friend Arthur Miller, the mission of the theater, after all, is to change, to raise the consciousness of people to their human possibilities. In my time away from you, I've thought a lot about those human possibilities. The modern world is a world of contradictions. We have the power to reshape vast swaths of our planet, but never in a way that can completely negate the suffering of life. We create tools that can breach vast distances, yet we continue to feel isolated and fractured. Even my most recent interactions with you, dear theater, have been a contradiction. I have met and interacted with many talented and eclectic performers and have experienced the beauty that can be found within your loving grasp, which one might not expect given the total artificiality of these spaces.
For as strange as it might feel to stare at a fellow performer through the corners of your Zoom box,
it has been a marvel to see such raw and thought-provoking performances from these other actors, even in the scope of these shows. Oftentimes, it is easy to forget the human possibilities that can be created online. For while our tools have been used to create distance and discourse, we also create community and solidarity. I know we will see each other soon, but I hope that just like everyone else, you, dear theater, will continue to help us see the possibilities within ourselves. As one of your other close friends, William Shakespeare, once said, "We know what we are, but we know not what we may be." So, in sending this letter, I hope that we can both become as good as we possibly can be. Best wishes, Henry.
Up next, we have married couple Emily Clark and Jeff Scott Carey performing a number that perfectly exemplifies what returning to normal in 2021 feels like.
On this Wednesday night, the coronavirus officially reaches pandemic proportions.
I can't believe this. I can't believe all of my shows have been canceled. The Fringe has been canceled. Live theater's been canceled.
They closed Disneyland. You can't close Disneyland.
They're just saying that, you know, we're all gonna have to be socially distant and, like, stay inside for a while.
Socially distant?
Yeah, whatever that
I
means.
don't like the sound of that.
No.
Well, at least we got each other. And we just get to hang out all day and chill out with Charlie Bones.
Yeah. I mean, come on. This hanging out at home. What's the worst that can happen, right?
Piece of cake.
Tonight, the first state to enter a lockdown, becoming one of the last to lift restrictions. After
Mr. C,
California now joining
you're vaccinated, right?
most mask mandates for the vaccinated.
Yes, I'm
allowing struggling businesses.
Ooh, Mr. Todd, I'm so happy I could eat you up, I really could. You know what I'd like to do, Mr. Todd? What a dream, if the business stays as good, where I'd really like to go in a year or so. Don't you want to know?
Of course.
Do you really want to know?
Yes, I do.
By the sea, Mr. Todd, that's the life I covet. By the sea, Mr. Todd, oh, I know you'd love it. You and me, Mr. T, we could be alone in a house what we'd almost own down by the sea.
Anything you say.
Wouldn't that be smashing? With the sea at our gate, we'll have kippered herring. We'll have swum to us straight from the Straits of Bering. Every night in the kip, when we're through our kippers, I'll be there slipping off your slippers by the sea. With the fishies splashing by the sea. Wouldn't that be smashing down by the sea?
Anything you say.
I can see us waking, the breakers breaking, the seagulls squawking. Ooh, ooh, I'll do me baking, then I'll go walking with you. You, I'll warm me bones on the esplanade, have tea and scones with me gay young blade. Then I'll knit a sweater while you write a letter, unless we've got better to do.
Anything you say.
Think how snug it'll be underneath our flannel when it's just you and me and the English Channel in our cozy retreat, kept all neat and tidy. We'll have chums over every Friday by the sea.
Anything you say.
Don't you love the weather? together by the seaside, hoo-hoo, by the beautiful sea. Ow, I can see us now in our bathing dresses. You in a nice rich navy and me stripes, perhaps. It'll be so quiet that who'll come by it except a seagull? Ooh, we shouldn't try it though till it's legal for two. But a seaside wedding could be devised, me rumpled bedding legitimized, me eyelids a flutter, I'll turn into butter the moment I mutter I do. By the sea in our nest, we could share our kippers with the odd paying guest from the weekend trippers. Have a nice sunny suite for the guests to rest in. Now and then you could do the guesting by the sea, very nice and proper. By the sea, bring along your chopper to the seaside, hoo-hoo, by the beautiful sea.
This next piece marks an anniversary. The death of the Roman Emperor Hadrian on July 10th, 183 CE. Using painstaking research to piece together the events of the day, documentary theater practitioner Jack Nee and Italian history connoisseur Morgan Stutler have teamed up to offer a glimpse into Hadrian's final moments, which they will perform now in the short play Hadrian's Wail, a 1000% accurate recreation of July 10th, 183 CE.
Oh, shucks.
Uh-oh. I know what that voice means. Something not good, maybe even something bad.
Oh, hello. I was just checking my schedule. I am Hadrian, the very busy Emperor of Rome, after all, but there's only one thing in my schedule for today.
Well, that's nice. You did come out here to the villa to relax.
Well, yes, you would think so, but today is July 10th, 183 CE, and, well, I only have the one thing. Die. So I guess I'm gonna die today.
Oh, no way. Really?
Yeah.
That's a big old bummer.
It's unfortunate. The timing's all wrong.
Oh, hey, baby, we've been here before. That nasty business with poor Antinous. Are you all right, Hadrian?
Well, it's not what I was planning on doing today. I wish there was some better news.
Well, I mean, yeah, I sure would wish for different news if it were me.
And you know the worst thing? Check this out. This right here, this is a coupon for a free car wash. Expires today. I found it yesterday in the pocket of my old pajama pants, the ones I lost under my bed, but it was raining yesterday, so that's no good. It's sunny today, but I really don't want to spend my time using an expired coupon for a car wash.
Wait, didn't you say it expires today? So it's still good.
Well, maybe they'd honor it. I'm the emperor after all, but then I'd look bad using a coupon the day it expires and just come off as a cheapy weepy emperor. It's not the image I need.
If you like, I could take it in for you. You could enjoy the sunny day and know your car is getting washed. And that would be better than dying on a rainy day.
No, don't worry about it. I'd rather just sit here, feel sad. I am dying after all.
Rats. That gets me down in the dumps as well.
Tell me about it.
Is there anything I can do for you, buddy?
I don't know. Maybe it should be raining today. The way it would seem sad that the Roman emperor is leaving the world. Longest reign since Tiberius himself.
Sure, but the last thing that you see, would you want that to be a rainstorm or looking out over your land, seeing a nice sunny day in summer without a care left in the world, not caring about what anyone else thinks about you, just the joy of seeing a tree bathed in sunlight, branches blowing in the breeze, hearing birds singing? It sounds nice, right?
Wish I could forget all my worries. But what's everyone going to think of me after I'm gone? Oh, Hadrian, he sure built a lot of things. There are those temples and some nice odds and ends. Oh, and there's that big wall up in Britain. He was a jet setter, that Hadrian, but all he knew how to do was order buildings, doobity-doo.
Isn't that selling yourself short? Hey, did they finish that wall?
Yes, years ago.
Wow, I totally missed that.
You see, even my big accomplishments aren't worth remembering. Doesn't help that the Senate hates me.
Now, that's not true, and you know it.
Oh, but it is. Now, I probably won't even ascend to the Pantheon, which I rebuilt after all this, thanks to them.
You only say that when you're feeling bad. I know you and the Senate don't always agree.
We just love to hate each other.
That's the spirit. Hey, do you want to do your silly voice? Make fun of them? I know you always like doing that. It cheers you up.
Oh, all right. Oh, I'm Mr. Senator Pretty McDougall-Frick, and everything that I oppose Hadrian on is wrong, wrong, wrong. There's a rake I can step on. Oh, thanks. That does make me feel better, I suppose.
Don't mention it. Not every day can be July 10th, 183. It's a special day after all.
Yeah, guess Emperor Hadrian is going to die today.
That's what I hear. You okay?
I think so. I was really hoping to finish that poetry text I was working on, animula, vagula, blandula.
Oh, yeah. Yes, blandula.
They're saying it was really well received.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Oh, it is great. Yeah, is really great.
Yeah. Wow. Hey, I really do appreciate you just hanging around here chatting with me. I think it makes a lot of this all more manageable.
Don't mention it.
No, really, I appreciate it. I'm really sorry, but I can't remember your name.
Oh, I don't have one.
You what?
Oh, I don't really exist. You see, I'm just a figment of your imagination to help you out, with the dying thing. Is it working?
Yeah, I guess so. Thanks, Mr. Billy Goat Checkers. There, I guess that's your name.
Hey, I like it. Oh, and don't mention it. I'm off to go make pizzas now as I fade back into your subconscious. It's disco time, baby. Ho, 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 ho.
Well, time to move on, I guess. And Denis will have to keep up with things. He's a good lad. Man. What a beautiful sunny summer day. I wonder what the stars will look like tonight.
Although this song wasn't sung in the 1978 film adaptation of The Wiz, starring Diana Ross and Richard Pryor, I Was Born on the Day Before Yesterday is an uplifting song that helps you enjoy the little things. One of the Nijels in this video is sure to find that out. Please give a warm welcome to Nijel Smith.
Are you sulking again? Right. I'm due for another one, aren't I? Right. What is it this time? You know, just a lot right now in life. And why are you looking? I'm just wondering if I should start it or you should. You know, the song with I Was Mine, you know, it makes you feel better. The Sam Cooke one? No, not the Sam Cooke. I don't know why everyone thinks it's that song. It's not. Hey, would you look at that? They faded in the music and everything. I'll start. I was born on the day before yesterday. I had holes in my shoes and I was crying in the blues, and I didn't have a place to stay. But somehow I know I'm gonna make it this time. Somehow I know I'm gonna make it this time. I was born on that hill not so far away, out of 3 rubber bands and old gloves for hands, and the suit that had been thrown away. They took the jacket and pants, found a brown paper bag, and they filled it with straw and the top of the drag. They gave me a pencil and eyes and a pencil and nose, and they stuck me up there and said, try your ball. I know I'm gonna make it this time. Somehow I know I'm gonna make it this time. What is wrong with you? We are 55% through with this song and you have not sang a lick. I know, okay. Are you going to sing? Yes! And now that I know that I wasn't born yesterday, and that I'm fully grown, I can stand on my own, and nothing's gonna get in my way, because I'm gonna get mine, gonna turn things around, gonna get myself together, gonna get on down. When I feel that rain come through the bottom of my shoes, I'm gonna leave them by the roadside and quit crying the blues. Somehow I know I'm gonna make it this time. I'm gonna make it. Somehow I know I'm gonna make it this time.
Wow. Sometimes I wish I could have that many of myself to help out with musical numbers. Although I imagine I'd probably get on my nerves.
Trust me, I do a web series where I've played like 8 characters. It gets old fast. But you know what doesn't get old? Quality theatrical entertainment.
Exactly. So if you'd like to see more entertainment like this, please donate using the PayPal link or the Venmo QR code below.
Yes, the recommended donation is $15, but every little bit helps, or every lot of it. Like if you want to just like buy us a theater space like that one that Henry was in, that would be cool too.
Now let's not get ahead of ourselves. Sometimes even good things can be a little overwhelming, but not when it comes to donations. But like other things, emotional things, here's Sriram Kanduri with Moving Too Fast from the last 5 years.
Did I just hear an alarm start ringing? Did I see sirens go flying past? Though I don't know what tomorrow's bringing, I've got a singular impression things are moving too fast. I'm gliding smooth as a figure skater. I'm riding hot as a rocket blast. I just expected it 10 years later. I've got a singular impression things are moving too fast. But you say, oh no, step on the brakes to whatever it takes to stop this train. Slow, slow, the lights turning red. But I say, oh no, whatever I do, I'll barrel on through when I don't complain. No matter what I try, I'm flying full speed ahead. I'm never worried to walk the wire. I won't do anything just half-assed. But with the stakes getting somewhat higher, I've got a singular impression things are moving too fast. I found a woman I love, and I found an agent who loves me. Things might get bumpy, but some people analyze every detail. Some people stall when they can't see the trail, and some people freeze out of fear that they'll fail. But I keep rolling on. Some people can't find success with their art, and some people never feel love in their heart, and some people can't tell the two things apart. But I keep rolling on. Whoa, maybe I can't follow through, but oh, what else am I supposed to do? I dreamed of riding like the high and mighty. Now I'm the subject of a bidding war. I met my personal Aphrodite. I'm doing things I've never dreamed of before. We start to take the next step together. Found an apartment on 73rd. The Atlantic Monthly's printing my first chapter. $2,000 without rewriting one word. I left Columbia and I don't regret it. I wrote a book in sunny May to read it. My heart's been stolen, my ego swollen. I just keep rolling along. Well, what else is in store? Got all this and more before 24. It's hard not to be sure I'm spinning out of control. Out of control. I'm feeling panicked and rushed and hurried. I'm feeling outmaneuvered and outclassed. But I'm so happy I can't get worried about this singular impression. I've got a singular impression things are moving too fast.
Times have definitely changed for most, if not all of us in the past year. But while change can sometimes be scary and cause fear and anxiety, it can also bring about hope, renewal, and restoration. The gloom fades away and the sunlight pours in. Winter turns to spring and makes way for summer to finally begin. Here to sing the Song of Purple Summer from Spring Awakening, Fatima v. Soriano.
A summer's day, a mother sings a song of purple summer through the heart of everything. And heaven waits, so close it seems, to show her child the wonders of a world beyond her dreams. The earth will wave with corn, a day so wide, so warm, and mares will neigh with stallions that they made, foals they've borne, and all shall know the wonder of purple summer. And so I wait, the swallow brings a song of what's to follow, the glory of the spring. The fences sway, the porches swing, the clouds begin to thunder, crickets wander murmuring. The earth will wave with corn, the day so wide, so warm, and mares will neigh with stallions that they made, foals they've borne, and all shall know the wonder, and I will sing the song of purple summer, and all shall know the wonder, and I will sing the song of purple summer, and all shall know the wonder of purple summer.
So many of us being able to see our loved ones after a year of separation. Here's a musing on how the ones who can't are coping. So I've been watching a lot of MASH by River Lane.
So it's summer in 2021. Honestly, a strange time to be alive. Okay, the past 2 years have been a strange time to be alive, but for me, as I'm sitting alone in my dorm and fighting off the urge to stare at the ceiling for hours in a thought spiral, it's a strange time. To combat this, I've turned to a lot of things, mostly single-day tactile tasks to keep my hands busy and soaking up the sun in public access greenery on campus that aren't currently torn up by construction. But mostly I've been binge-watching, almost entirely reruns because my brain cannot handle trying to watch new content, but binge-watching nonetheless. To keep a long story short, I've been rewatching a lot of MASH. I've tried to figure out why, of course, why MASH relates so deeply to me, a 20-something in the year of our Lord 2021. At first, thought it was a comfort thing. Whenever I'm home, part of the TV diet in the evening is approximately 2 to 3 episodes of MASH on TV Land, or my district's equivalent of an oldies station, then something else for 2 hours before ending the night on Hogan's Heroes. Then, thought it was a background noise thing. I've seen almost every episode that gets heavy rerun rotation at least 3 times, and every other episode at least twice. MASH is a simple show that I can leave on for noise in my too quiet apartment so as not to sit with my own thoughts for too long while I do other things like cook or clean. Then I overthought it, as I tend to do, and I stuck my media major hat on and I found a different, more timely answer. MASH is a show about hope that my occasionally pessimistic and cynical soul can get behind. It's a show about how sometimes life and the systems that be sucks. And you need to yell about it, but change is slow and tedious, even when the solution is deceptively simple. But you cannot let the system or life break you, because you need to see those changes or a life where things are indeed a little bit better. And it's also about humor, and how you can be standing knee-deep in metaphorical and literal mud, blood, and guts and still be able to crack a joke, even if the reasoning is, to quote Hawkeye Pierce, the only way to open your mouth without screaming. There are a lot of big story episodes, one that shapes genre and culture, but those aren't my favorites, the ones I return to. I return to the little, low-stakes stories about the people who keep this fictional camp moving, and in turn, keep each other together. There's this episode in the later seasons called The Party. Its premise is deceptively simple. After a night of talking about their loved ones and what they have in common, BJ gets it into his head to get the others to ask their wives and families if they would like to get together somewhere in the States and, quote, love them as you would love us. I am not a soldier or a doctor displaced by war, and I am incredibly fortunate that in these chaotic days and months and what feels like more than just a year, that the worst that I've had to worry about is passing my classes, even if that is occasionally a little bit of a struggle. But the sentiment of having to let others love your loved ones because you currently can't due to distance and entities beyond your control is a feeling I hold on to. Even without having to worry about time zones and with the instant communication of text, I will still have to face the fact that I cannot currently hug my friends, family, and dog the way I sometimes need to, and have to trust that my textual communications and occasionally the others that they can see will aid in their support. The light at the end of the tunnel has been turned back on after being shut off due to conserve energy and money, and each day feels like an inch closer to the end of this turbulence. But until I'm back on the other side of the border with my family and dog, I'll just keep rewatching MASH and hope that, like the stars, the syndications line up and we're watching the same rerun.
Up next, we have a piece about following your dreams. Please welcome to the stage, Kevin Wood.
Hi. As a gay boy, I grew up on a farm in Iowa. I had lots of chores to do on that farm. And one of them, for a good portion of the year, was driving a tractor. Week after week, day after day, month after month, up and down rows of green. As far as the eye could see, green. Acres and acres of green. I got kind of sick of green. But it did give me a lot of time to daydream. Thinking about what my life might be like after I left the farm. I didn't know what my future held, but I knew it wasn't going to be on the farm, surrounded by green. A condo of our own. A wrought iron fence, I think. A grill out on the patio. A soaking tub in pink, a washer and a dryer in our unit would be nice. In the dream home that we share, somewhere less green. We never rake the grass, we never mow. What hell? Don't want to be the Bundys or the farmers in the dell. There's only West Elm furniture and a maid to keep it clean. In the pig poop scent-free air, somewhere less green. Between the Broadway openings and award shows honoring me, we DVR our programs, catching up on Modern Family. I'm his December guy. He's perfect. He's the best. Our kids, the matching Shih Tzu pups, complete our little nest. We're not the family portrait that our parents had foreseen. Far from cornrows, I dreamed I'd go somewhere less
The past year has had us all feeling trapped and stuck in one space. Torn away from the sky and the aerial equipment she had flown on. I can speak words, people. Coco felt lost. Circus training had been her world, and now she was grounded. A piece of herself on the earth and a piece of herself in the sky. Slowly, she began to reemerge, but the pieces didn't fit right, having grown in different ways while apart. This is her attempt to put the pieces back together. The delightful Miss Coco Dynamo presents Starting Over.
Half empty, half full, cup runneth over, horns aplenty, coffers full, we're starting over. Empty, half full, cup runneth over, horns aplenty, coffers full, we're starting over. I write you a story, but it loses its thread, and all of my witnesses keep turning up dead. I paint you a picture Pulaski at night. Come back to Chicago, city of light. Come back to Chicago. Paint you a picture, but it never looks right. 'Cause I fill in the shadows and block out the light. I send you a postcard, it says Pulaski at night. Greetings from Chicago, city of light. Come back to Chicago, city of light. Back to Chicago.
Whoa, I got vertigo just watching that. I think I might need to sit down for a minute or maybe 10 minutes. Maybe now is a good time for intermission.
Good call. Let's all take 10 minutes to get up, stretch, maybe get a bit of exercise.
Yes, you can get some great exercise for your clicking fingers by clicking that PayPal link down below. We've recently corrected it, updating on the fly. Live theater, ladies and gentlemen. Or by using the Venmo code down below, the QR code that we have over here, to donate to our dedicated performers. We would appreciate every bit.
Remember, 80% of all excess funds raised will go directly to these performers, and the rest will go towards funding more shows like this in the future.
And speaking of the future, we look forward to seeing you in the future, specifically the not so distant future of 10 minutes in the future. Enjoy the intermission. And welcome back to the future. The future of 10 minutes from before, when we said it would be 10 minutes. Welcome back from that.
Welcome back from the intermission.
Yes, that. Welcome back from that.
We hope you had a good stretch, got in touch with your inner peace, your outer peace, your friends and family.
We hope that your bathrooms have a lovely lavender potpourri.
And we hope that you are also able to get your finances in order so that you can donate through the PayPal link or the Venmo QR code found in the description below.
Again, 80% of all excess funds go directly to the performers, and the rest goes towards funding future Worlds Elsewhere company productions. And thank you already to all of those out there who have already donated. We know the donations have already started rolling in through the PayPal and the Venmo. Please, by all means, keep them rolling in. Show our performers how much you support them. And speaking of our performers, do we have another performance lined up?
Yeah, it's you.
Oh, I'm in this?
Yeah.
Cool.
So am I.
Oh, super cool. All right, let's get right on that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Now, summertime is now upon us, and the living should always be easy. But to make it a little easier, here is Jake Brode's parody of the 1990 Sublime classic, Doin' Time, celebrating all the joys and anxieties of a freshly vaccinated summer. Please enjoy CDC Summertime.
Summertime and the living's easy. We just got clearance from the CDC. All of my friends can congregate mask-free so long as we receive our vaccine clean. Ow, 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 we gotta run, get that Pfizer, Johnson or Moderna. Me and my couch got in a relationship. Zooming to work, though my connection is been locked down all year in a quarantine. Washing my hands every hour to keep me safe from COVID-19. But now it's summertime and the living's easy. We just got clearance from the CDC. All of my friends can congregate mask-free so long as we receive our vaccine clean. Ow, 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 we gotta run, get that Pfizer, Johnson or Moderna. Take this mask from off my face. Maybe now I'll leave my place. But now I can't remember what I ever used to do for fun. Maybe I'll stay in another month. I know it's summertime and this should be easy, but I ain't been out since March of 2020. When I see friends gathering mask-free, I wonder, did they get their vaccine? Team Fauci, ouchie, hope you're around to get that Pfizer, Johnson or Moderna. Effective. I'm trying to tell you it's effective. Most definitely effective. Like over 95% effective. Most definitely mRNA produces protein to warn your system of COVID-19. It's not an active virus. There's no GPS trying to track us. Do you have a phone? Please, it's summertime. Why can't this be easy? Why do you believe these conspiracies? When I go out, how many mouths will I see? Wondering if they've received their vaccine. Please, we'll pay you in cheese. Just run to get your Pfizer, Johnson or Moderna. Or AstraZeneca. I don't care. Just please get vaccinated. I want my life back.
Being Love is an original poem written from the depths of what appeared to be a lack of the greatest emotion to ever exist. Please welcome to the stage, DeBorah Elizabeth M.
Being love. Life lived in love is accessible to everyone, Whether sitting down or standing up does not matter, for it doesn't care if your hair is kinky or straight, as long as you're not filled with hate for the color of its skin. It asks no questions nor tells lies, only seeks to fill your perimeters with the joy that can never come from the things you have to buy. The first victim appears in the mirror which we have ignored by painting it with makeup, dyes, or insults, because the halls of education were filled with cliques of unacceptance, being given bad advice by wounded adult children seeking approval for higher statuses given by superiors not taught by love, competing for unfilled spots in buildings covered with ivy. The goal was never happiness, just homes in secluded places never showing their real faces with the pain of lost time. Dreams of peace never reaching their divided souls, because creating success didn't begin with love. Principles are pushed aside in favor of paper, relegated to business only on Sundays with degrees of fear, pushed upon its members who must love the sun before themselves, picketing humanity to release the love within, so suffering can become healing with whole members who can see and feel the beauty of their lives without labels or judgment, filled with love's ideas. These thoughts will become the words that shape the minds of future selves, hugged by the arms designing a society to express the love that surrounds us all. Thank you for listening.
Our next act is a two girls, one uke burning sensation featuring my wonderfully talented co-host. Tonight, they are here to remind us that everything is going to be fine, fine, fine. It's refractory period.
Ready? Mm-hmm. I'm broke, but I'm happy. I'm poor, but I'm kind. I'm short, but I'm healthy. Yeah. I'm high, but I'm grounded. I'm sane, but I'm overwhelmed. I'm lost, but I'm hopeful, baby. And what it all comes down to is that everything's gonna be fine, fine, fine. 'Cause I got one hand in my pocket and the other one's giving a high five. I feel drunk, but I'm sober. I'm young and I'm underpaid. I'm tired, but I'm working, yeah. I care, but I'm restless. I'm here, but I'm really gone. I'm wrong and I'm sorry, baby. And what it all comes down to is that everything's gonna be quite alright. 'Cause I got one hand in my pocket and the other one's flicking a cigarette. And what it all comes down to is that I haven't got it all figured out just yet. 'Cause I got one hand in my pocket and the other one's giving a peace sign. I'm free, but I'm focused. I'm green, but I'm wise. I'm hard, but I'm friendly, baby. I'm sad, but I'm laughing. chicken shit. I'm sick, but I'm pretty, baby. And what it all boils down to is that no one's really got it figured out just yet. Well, I got one hand in my pocket and the other one's playing a piano. And what it all comes down to, my friend, yeah, is that everything is just fine, fine, fine. 'Cause I got one hand in my pocket and the other one's hailing a taxi cab.
Coming up next is a dark comedy piece that explores the quest for happiness. Laughing Wild by Christopher Durang is a play that masterfully treads the line between laughing with and laughing at its characters as they attempt, fail, and reattempt to improve their outlook on life. Here performing an extract for us tonight is Harry Boyd.
I used to be a very negative person. But then I took this personality workshop that just totally turned my life around. So now, if something bad or negative happens to me, I can see the positives. You know, maybe if I've been having a really bad day, or if somebody I thought was a very close friend ends up betraying me, or maybe when I almost get hit by one of those damn cyclists going the wrong way down a one-way street, so naturally one wasn't looking in that direction, and suddenly there they are, about to kill and maim you, and... anyway, I look at any of that, and I say to myself, this glass is not half full, it's half empty. No, sorry, I got it backwards. I got it backwards. It's, this glass is not half empty, it's half full. Of course, if you do get hit by one of those cyclists, your glass won't be half empty or half full. It'll be smashed to pieces and you'll be dead or dying in the hospital. But, no, chiefly I'm just trying to be more positive. That's what I'm doing with my life these days. I was just tired of not being happy or joyful. I was sick of my personality, and I had to change it. Half full, not half empty. You know, I said to myself, you don't have cancer. At least not today. You're not blind. You're not one of those starving children in China or Africa or Asia. Look at the sunrise. Look at the sunset, you know, why don't you enjoy them, for God's sake? And now I do. Unless it's cloudy, and you can't see the sun, or if it's too cold, or if it's too hot. I probably need to take a few more of these personality workshops just to complete the process. Not quite within my grasp, this being positive business.
The League of Swords is a live-action sword fighting experience, combining fighting games, professional wrestling, and highly choreographed sword fights. Tonight, you will be witnessing a battle between a grieving father striving for redemption and a wandering trickster trying to get ahead in the game.
Hello, my name is Monk Iris, and I am the head monk at the Temple of the Way here in the Winding, which is the center of all realities. Once every aeon, we conduct the League of Swords. Those who fight in the League of Swords and win may claim the crown of blades. Whomsoever wears the crown makes a terrible trade, for they, with the crown, may make one wish upon all of reality, and in exchange, they give up their life force for our keeping, so that we may protect the timeline in which all realities are spun. This is our burden, this is our ardor, and this is my oath.
They talk about spring as a rebirth. I used to see it that way too. Every spring was a new surprise. I saw it through your eyes. Not anymore. Rebirth is meaningless if spring is just another day without you. I'll never stop being sorry. Not until I win this tournament. This world shouldn't exist without you in it. So I'm going to fix it. This spring will be a time of rebirth for you. I promise.
I'm sorry, sir. Do you know where we are?
How'd you get here?
I don't know. I just sort of went to sleep. I woke up here. Please. Help me.
Oh, someone's a little spicy. Sorry, I don't even know you. But I figure a little less competition do me some good. Yield! Okay, I yield. Sorry, nothing personal, but you just happen to be here. All right.
No one dies, not until the tournament ends.
What a cliffhanger! The action, the drama, the swords hitting other swords!
And that guy
thought he was dead.
And the other guy
made him not dead.
These are the sort of dramatic twists and turns you can expect when you join us for Worlds Elsewhere Productions.
So if you would like to see more Worlds Elsewhere Productions, please join our existing donors using the PayPal link below or the Venmo code, and try not to stab your ceiling if at all possible along the way. Now, the recommended amount is $15, but every little bit goes a long way, much like this sword hitting my ceiling. And don't be afraid to let loose if you're comfortable with donating more. Just
And if
watch
you
out
enjoyed
for-
that last performance, make sure to stick around until the very end of the show, when we will be having a special announcement from action choreographer Mike Fatum. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now, our next performer comes from Taiwan and brings us an Irish folk song with an instrument that will relax our viewers in these next 3 minutes. Here's Yanzi Ding with Down by the Salley Gardens.
Down by the Salley Gardens, my love and I did meet. She passed the Salley Gardens with little snow white feet. She bid me take love easy as the leaf grows on the tree. But I, being young and foolish, with her did not agree. In the field by the river, my love and I did stand, and on my leaning shoulder she placed her snow white hand. She bid me take life easy as the grass grows on the weirs. But I was young and foolish, and now I'm full of tears.
Up next is a song that exudes the feelings of freedom and wind blowing through your hair. Feelings that a lot of us didn't get out of last summer. This is Denis Mullan with Top of the World from Talk Everlasting.
Watch my every step. Find a sturdy branch. Don't you dare look down. And pull your body up. Dig in your heels. Let's see what this tree reveals. Just a few more feet. We're almost at the top. Watch the robin's nest. Pull your body up till you've broken through. Let's see if this tree has a view. At the top, at the top, at the top of the world, you're drawing back a curtain. At the top, at the top, at the top of the world, there you'll know for certain you're alive and you are free. So follow me to the top of the world. A mountain to the west, an ocean to the east, a storm cloud to the north, ready to pour. Every sycamore keeps me wanting more and more. At the top, at the top, at the top of the world, my head and heart are pounding. At the top, at the top, at the top of the world, I hear my voice resounding. I'm alive and I am free, so look at me. You gotta see it to believe it, and believe me, I've seen it. The frontier of the upper atmosphere, a wonder to behold it, a story yet untold. It's up here, up here, up here. I'll go out on a limb, walk a tightrope wire from the highest height. Yes, I'll risk it all. Give me a barrel. Guess who'll find a waterfall? At the top, at the top, at the top of the world, my head and heart are pounding. At the top, at the top, at the top of the world, I hear my voice resounding. I'm alive and I am free, so look at me. At the top of the world.
Next up is Katherine Rose Turbes performing Home, an original piece about investing in yourself, showing stewardship over your living space, and making a home for yourself, because you deserve it. We hope you enjoy this performance from the comfort of your own home, wherever or whatever that might be.
I've often made jokes that I'm an ain't shit indie boyfriend, moody and edgy and maybe even creative, but when he takes you back to his apartment after his raucous basement show where he screams all the things that he should be telling a therapist, there's just blank walls and a moat of squalor surrounding the sad little island that is the mattress on his floor. When I lived in Brooklyn, I didn't even have a bed. Well, unless you count the punctured air mattress that I made no effort to keep inflated, but made a nest of nonetheless. I had the gall to bring a girl back there once. I offered her all my pillows and tried to treat her like a princess, but despite my best efforts, she still took it as a sign of disrespect. When, in my heart, I had much more respect for her than for myself. When I lived in New Jersey, I slept on my roommate's couch all throughout my internship. It was only about 2 or 3 hours of sleep every night, so really, what should it matter, I thought. In the summer, we took in a boarder who made the couch his home. So, in an act of pity and compassion, my ex bestowed upon me their sloppy seconds, which is why I have this mattress. Even with a room of my own, in times of strife, I found myself setting up camp back on the couch, much to my poor roommate's chagrin. Couch surfing of my own volition in the very place I paid rent. Still, in time, I got comfy enough in the seemingly somewhat stable hearth and home of Hoboken to put up posters. But as the tape began to come unstuck, it took courage to press it back down again, since if I let it ease itself off organically, it'd be easier to pack up and leave when that time inevitably comes. And that time inevitably came, with less than a month to find a new place. The move was tumultuous and, frankly, quite traumatizing. But I am so lucky because I found an apartment of my own, and not just that, but my apartment is in New York City, the place in this world that feels the most like home. But here in my beautiful Manhattan shoebox, I now wrestle with this knee-jerk response that home is too good for me. In my 5 months of living here, the enormity of my good fortune, unmanageable in its magnitude, has instead made me catatonic. Scared of being assured, too terrified to let it feel real. I never had a home that I could trust, but I want so badly to be able to trust this. Of the belongings I saved amidst the fight-or-flight reaction that was my move here are these sweet, wholesome, boomer-ass tchotchkes that my mom gave me. The letters H, M, and E, with little symbols representing seasons for the O. I set it up in my apartment, even while everything else sat in boxes. I keep the heart as the O, so it matches the pillow my grandma gave me, where she wrote my name above the Manhattan skylines, backing the words, I love New York. H-O-M-E. This is my home. I claim this space. I deserve what home feels like. In fact, this isn't even the original rite of passage bed frame. I acquired that back in April, and after letting it sit in its box for well over 30 days, I figured, since I couldn't return it, I might as well set it up. And wouldn't you know it, after all that build-up to building it, it went and collapsed beneath me as a casualty of Mercury in retrograde. This one is particularly rough. And I know that my past self would have been too defeated to replace it, taking it as a sign from the universe that I shouldn't have a bed frame if they're just gonna break anyways. But I'm a different person now, and I'm not gonna let life knock me down that easily. I'm gonna keep building a home for myself, even if it means rebuilding. Today I reassembled my bed frame, and I'm the proudest I've been all year.
The first song that Hannah has ever wanted to share with the public, Take Care, comes from the excitement over more people being vaccinated, the anxiety over what happens now, and the fact that, yes, those two emotions can coexist. If 2020 in all its badness has taught us anything, it's that the most important thing we have to do as people is to take care of each other and to love one another. Here is Hannah Moran with her original song, Take Care.
Feels like you've aged 50 years in one, but that's to be expected. You can't live through what we have and come out unaffected. It's all too easy for the clouds to block your view. But look real close, the sunshine's coming through. We've all learned this past year to make the best from what we get. The fight we fought was long and hard, but the fight's not over yet. So take a breath, look around, raise a glass, say a prayer. And most of all, my friend, take care. We couldn't walk the lines we walk each day if we couldn't remember the fundamental human love that binds us all together. For all our posturing about don't care if you're gone. When we needed to, we masked up and pressed on. We've all learned this past year to make the best from what we get. The fight we fought was long and hard, but the fight's not over yet. So take a breath, look around, raise a glass, say a prayer. And most of all, my friend, take care. Never again will we take for granted the gift we have to be together on this planet. And after all the pain and strife, it's time for us to return to life. We've all learned this past year to make the best from what we get. The fight we fought was long and hard, but the fight's not over yet. So take a breath, look around, raise a glass, say a prayer. And most of all, my friend, take care. We've all learned this past year to make the best from what we get. The fight we fought was long and hard, but the fight's not over yet. So take a breath, look around, raise a glass, say a prayer. And most of all, my friend, take care.
Whether it's reading a good book, following your passions, or just living life day to day, every person strives to find the key to their own happiness. Here's Kimmy Newshall singing The Secret of Happiness from Daddy Longlegs.
I've discovered the secret of happiness is learning how to glide. I've discovered the secret of happiness is just enjoy the ride. Don't let the journey be tainted by pride. And I've discovered the secret of happiness is not to mourn the past. I've discovered the secret of happiness is not to run too fast. You can still beat them by coming in last, 'cause the secret of happiness is I've discovered the secret of happiness is not to be afraid. I've discovered the secret of happiness is all illusions fade. Don't fear the future, you'll just be delayed, 'cause the secret of happiness is living in the now. Living in the time it takes to blink, I think is how we're meant to be living. I've discovered the secret of happiness is following my will. I've discovered the secret of happiness is though you can run that hill, happiness comes when you learn to be still. And the secret of happiness is, the secret of happiness is clear. The secret of happiness is near. The secret of happiness is here.
We are nearly at the end, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. So please, if you are able to donate to the Worlds Elsewhere Theater Company, we ask that you give whatever you can through the PayPal or the Venmo QR code link below.
Every little bit helps, and I've been informed that none of it will be going to buying me a jet ski, no matter how nicely or how many times I ask.
Do you even know how to drive a jet ski?
I do not, and I would probably injure myself. Would still be in the spirit of summer, though.
Yes, but summer can't last forever. And this fall, we have a new production to help raise funds, yet another wonderful non-jet ski cause. And here to talk about it is our very own Mike Fatum.
Oh, hello. I am so proud and excited to announce the next production by Worlds Elsewhere. It's a story of family, both blood and found, told through the lens of Dungeons & Dragons. It's hilarious, touching, exciting, and absolutely perfect for today. This fall, as a charity production in support of Trans Lifeline and Mermaids UK, we'll be doing a production of She Kills Monsters by Keen Nguyen. I can't wait. Get ready to roll initiative.
And so we have now reached the end of our 2021 Cabaret.
Once again, donations are open through Monday, July 12th, through the PayPal link or the Venmo QR code below.
And once again, we deeply appreciate any contributions you are able to make, as 80% of all excess funds will go straight to this evening's wonderful performers, and the rest towards future Worlds Elsewhere wonderful performances.
So until we meet again, do we have a catchphrase?
We do not.
We should really get a catchphrase.
I know, right?
Yes.
It's
also
not recorded, so maybe...
Mike, you should mute.
Yeah, Mike's still yeah, there we go.
Did someone over there have an idea for a catchphrase for us? Aw, I heard a very tiny little voice there.
Yeah.
But we should get a catchphrase, something like, all the world's a stream, and all its people mere content creators. So out, brief, battery life.
Maybe we don't need a catchphrase.
Maybe we don't need a catchphrase. Okay, fair. Thank you all for coming.
Good night, everyone. And have a great summer.
And to play us off as we continue to imagine and act towards a better world than the one we inherited, here's Sam Marchione with our special encore, A New Horizon, from Starry, a new musical. Have a great summer!
Since when did people grow afraid of dreaming? Since when did happiness become commodified? Why not liberate our imagination, create something substantial instead of brushing it aside? Why do we listen to the critics and the cynics? Who says identity is something you can buy? There's no serenity in living without feeling, without courage. We'll always live a lie. Brother, we were made to soar. Fly with me forevermore on a new horizon. Together we could seize the day. There's gotta be a better way on a new horizon. Since when did people grow afraid of color? Does anybody know what we're running from? Am I brave enough to stretch beyond my borders? I'm frightened of what I have become. Brother, could we break these chains harness fate and take the reins on a new horizon. Together could we seize the day? There's got to be a better way on a